Hello. It's a gorgeous day, so I decided to sit outside. There's also been a lot of troubling situations just today and a little bit last night. Nothing I can actually talk about. So we'll continue my discussion about how to defeat being a fat nothing. Around the 60 pound, I don't remember too clearly, 60 or 80 pounds, I started losing weight and gaining weight, losing weight and gaining it. I noticed I had a lot of attacks for cravings, for the worst kinds of food, and I could do nothing to really stop it. So I did some reading on it, and I learned that when you're having a craving, it's not really you that's having the craving. You actually have bacteria in your stomach and your gut that live off of the food you eat. So if you eat things like ice cream and cereal constantly, you're growing bacteria in your gut that feed off of breaking those chemicals down. If you stop eating those noxious foods, then those colonies of bacteria are going to die off. And when they do that, they release chemicals that make you crave the food that will sustain their populations. So that craving is actually you being controlled. That's why this is important for the other stuff that I'm involved with. Because you don't want to be controlled. You want to be able to control yourself, even through the interference of beings that want to control you. So what I did was disgust training. There are multiple methods, but this is the one that worked for me. I've always despised the taste and smell of whipped cream. So every time I desired any kind of food I didn't want to eat, any food that was going to make me fat and feel like I hadn't eaten it all, so I'd have to eat even more of it, this being ice cream and cereal, because they have no real nutritional value. They're just sugar and stuff you're never supposed to put in your body. Basically toxin. I would eat some whipped cream and feel horrendously awful. And the more I did this, the less I needed to do it, because I ate the foods less often, and even though, the more resilient parts of the colonies grew up, there wasn't any sustenance for them to eat, in their regular sources, so they either had to adapt to other foods or completely die off. And now I don't even consider the sort of stuff I used to eat to even be food. I can't even, like bread. Bread is the big one. I used to, love pizza, but now when I see it, it's like styrofoam that everybody keeps saying is delicious. It's horrible. It's the worst sort of thing you could put in your body. Like the sauce and the cheese are great for you. The bread is horrendous. Don't put it anywhere near your face. Okay? So, even if you can't do that, even if you can't push yourself through some sort of disgust training, there are other methods you can take to make yourself push beyond your cravings. There are ways to focus and grow the discipline in yourself to become the better version of you. Alright? So even if my method doesn't work for you, I know there are ones that you can find for yourself, because I found my own. Nobody told me it was the right one. I had to figure it out. It took a long time. Alright, so I got a bunch of other stuff to do. Stay safe out there.